This is the Insta360 Go 3, and there is 5 features that I want to talk about in this video today that you probably don't know about. Number 1, customizable buttons. Now both the Action Pod and the standalone camera have a record button. If you take the standalone camera out of the Action Pod, you can actually start recording by just pressing there. And both of these devices, I consider them separate devices because they are both customizable. You can customize the top button on the Action Pod to whatever video setting you want to, not only with a single press, but with a double press. And it's the same for the standalone Go camera. So what you have to do is go into the menu, go to General, and you go to customizable settings, both for the Quick Catcher and the Go 3 standalone camera. You can select single press or double press, and you can customize both of those settings. You can customize the field of view, you can customize the frame rate, you can customize which mode you prefer to be recording in, whether you want to record in normal video mode in 2.7K or in free frame video mode in 1440p 50 frames per second for action shots. So there's loads of different ways you can customize this camera. For instance, if you want to use a standalone camera on the magnetic pendant, and every time you press the button twice on this camera, then it records in 1440p 50 frames per second for when you're on your skateboard or your mountain bike. When you're vlogging and you just want to capture yourself walking and talking, then the single press, you can customize it to record in 2.7K 30 frames per second. In linear mode, so you get that nice natural view from your vlog. It's really customizable. It's fantastic. You can customize it to your heart's content, and that is the first feature you probably didn't know about. Number 2, this has voice control. Start recording. Starts recording. Stop recording. Stops recording. It works very, very well. Shut down camera. Camera shuts down. So voice control 2.0 is extremely powerful and comes in very useful when you want to use this camera really quickly, or you're on some kind of ride, you've got this mounted somewhere, or you've got this mounted in somewhere you can't reach, then you can use the voice control to start recording, stop recording. It's a fantastic feature, and again, you probably didn't know it had that feature because it hasn't really been advertised as hard as all the other cool features this camera has. Number 3, scheduled capture. This is a new feature for the Insta360 Go 3 this year, and it's a new feature for any Insta360 camera. In fact, you can actually set the time, go into the menu, press scheduled capture. It's got a quick button on there, press that, go into the settings, and you can actually schedule this to start on a night, say 11 PM for a star lapse, or you could set it to come up 4 o'clock in the morning to capture a sunrise without actually having to get out of bed to do it, and that is a brilliant feature. GoPro have featured this in the GoPro 11, but now it's come to the Insta360 Go 3. I fully expect them to roll that out to all the other cameras in the lineup as well, so that's a great feature. Now, the advantage with this camera over other cameras with the scheduled capture is that this battery life is far superior to anything else out there at the moment. You can capture up to 170 minutes of video. With my testing, I've been getting about 140, 150 minutes of 2.7K 30 frames per second. So the battery life is very good, and then you're going to be able to capture more of what you want to schedule the capture to capture early in the morning or late at night. It's a great feature. I really do like it. Number 4, this is the only Insta360 camera where you can replace the lens guards. This little lens guard on the front, which, by the way, is imperative to have if you're going underwater. You have to have this lens guard on to make this fully waterproof. So if you're going on holiday with this camera in the upcoming weeks, then make sure you've got the lens guard on there so you can go into the swimming pool. That's what I'm going to be doing on my holiday coming really soon. Now, the good thing about it, if you've got some lens guards from the Insta360 Go 2, the previous generation of this camera, they are the same lens guards. They fit, and you can use them. So I've got a couple here just in case you do scratch it or scuff it. You can swap them out if you damage it in any way, and then you can replace the lens guards. So the Insta360 Go 2 lens guards fit the Insta360 Go 3, keep you recording all day long. No problems at all. Number 5 is the free frame video mode. Now, the free frame video mode not only gives you up to 50 frames per second for action sports, but also gives you horizon lock. So no matter which way you turn the camera, you can rotate it as many times as you want. It'll stay perfectly level. The horizon will be perfectly level. So that is a great feature. Also, if you import the footage from free frame video mode into the desktop studio, you can also edit it left and right a little bit. There is a little bit of give because obviously it crops into the image to allow for that horizon lock. You can actually move it around with keyframes with the Insta360 desktop studio. It's a really powerful editing software. If you haven't used it before, get to know it, learn it, and you can really get some awesome results from your video. So that is another feature you probably didn't know about. Yeah, you got the free frame video mode, 50 frames per second, 1440p, brilliant. But you can deep dive into the editing studio, adjust it a little bit, add some keyframes, move it around, look left and right, and of course you keep that horizon level no matter which way you turn the camera. So Insta360 Go 3, those are 5 features that you probably didn't know about this camera, because the closer you look at it, the better it gets. The more you use it, the more I fall in love with it personally. It's got the flip up screen, it's just got all the features you look from a camera. It's not quite the finished article. I do wish it had 4K, I do wish we could plug external audio into it, but those are nitpicks. This camera is phenomenal and is the camera I'm going to be taking with me anywhere I go at the moment. It's so good. I'm a little bit in love with this camera. Okay, anyway, that's it for this one. Make sure you do subscribe, press the bell so you don't miss any future uploads. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.